It's time for a Drunk Talk TV Music Industry News Desk Report.
Strap yourself in, void where prohibited, batteries not included, not available in the state of shock.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. We're joined here today with our lovely guest, Enja. Enja, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for the invitation to join you guys. I do enjoy watching it, and you have been such an amazing entry into this, Shiley. So thank you so much for hosting. I just love it. And you guys know that she does all the copy as well. I mean, she really, her and Steven, of course, but she's the main contributor to that. Again, my name is Enja Oni. I am the Mrs. Shinder to the Drunk Talk TV, and I'm sure you guys have seen me or heard my voice previously with the different events and announcements and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. But before I became the fabulous Mrs. Shinder, I was a internationally known, well, not is, was, what? Artist, which led me into being an educator, which led me into being a therapist. So each thing added just some nuances and stuff to my life, and I was able to do even more for people, because I think that's what art is all about. Art is another way of communicating, of touching people's hearts and souls in so many different ways. It's a language of its own. And through that, I was able to understand how a better way, hopefully, to show people art and to express themselves, and which brought me into the therapy realm, which my site is called now I forgot what it was. Art is a healing medium, because art does heal you and helps you in another way. If you're dealing with trauma or stress, it's another way of expressing it. That's why they give it to kids. You know, when they have to talk, and they can't have the words to say what happened or what's going on, they give them and ask them to draw it. And from that is what's my jump off point of what to do and how to help people. So anyway, so that's a little bit of me. And now I'm a Drunk Talk TV chick, so I enjoy being back in the backstages of everything and helping move this amazing production on. So again, thank you again for the fabulous invitation, Ms. Shiley, and I'm looking forward to all this fun today.
Yes, thank you for joining us this week. All right, we're moving into our icebreaker.
Now it's time for
So I'm going to ask Enja a question. She's never heard it before. And audience, you are free to chime in with your answers to this. My question this week for you is, if you could see any concert, live concert from history, from any era, what would it be?
Oh my. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, anytime, huh? Oh, wow. Who would I want to see? You know what? I think I would have loved to see. I never saw Marvin Gaye in person. You know, he passed away, and I wasn't old enough to really get into that. But I would have loved to see Marvin Gaye in person. He did do performances in Vegas, which is where we moved from. And the story goes that the audience used to get so frustrated because they came to see his hits, and he liked to sing show tunes.
I see.
Just the fact that to see him singing show tunes opposed to his hits and stuff I think that would be mind blowing. I would have enjoyed it regardless, but I heard that people are like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be singing this," and he would sing that. So
yes, that's a great answer. I think that if I was to see a concert from any era, I would like to see a Queen concert from the 80s.
Nice.
And I just really like a lot of their songs, and I would have loved to see Freddie Mercury perform live. And I think their best tours, from what I was seeing, were probably in the 80s. So I would love to go see one of those.
Have you seen the movie based on his life yet?
I have not yet. That is on my watch list. I would love to see Bohemian Rhapsody. I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. It
Yeah.
was very interesting, especially how he learned to do the mic without the stand. There's just that.
Mm-hmm.
I won't
Yeah.
spoil it for you, but if you haven't heard the story behind that, I'll let you watch the movie first. But it was really interesting. I was like, wow. And then he just kept doing it from that point on, which I thought was cool.
Yeah. I would, again, love to see that movie. So, all right.
It's time for This Day in Music History. One out the whole week because we'd be here forever.
All right, we're going to start off strong with This Day in Music from 2009. The Black Eyed Peas hit #1 on the US album charts with their 5th studio album, The End. The lead single, Boom Boom Pow, topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 12 weeks before the second single, I Got a Feeling, replaced it and spent 14 weeks at #1, giving the group 26 consecutive weeks at the top of the chart.
You know, go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's a pretty good feat. I remember I Got a Feeling. That's a very iconic song for people of my generation, Gen Z. So that's really great.
You know, I remember, because I am that old, I remember the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie. And when she joined, it was such a different vibe with the band after that. It was just totally different. And what is she doing now? Do you know?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I would love to find out what the heck she's doing now, because she wasn't, it was such an interesting dichotomy with that whole thing. It was a nice balance.
Yeah. Some of the biggest songs, I think, came from that era from them. So
Very true, very true. In 1998, the Corrs album Talk on Corners went to #1 on the UK albums chart after spending 30 weeks lower on the chart. It became the best-selling UK album in 1998, spending 142 weeks on the chart. On their Talk on Corners world tour, they performed nearly 160 concerts across 12 separate tour legs. And you know what? And hopefully, if you have the answer, Shiley, I would love it. What is a tour leg? Does that mean you go in and you stop and take a break? What is that? I never knew.
yeah, I think it's when you have a pause in your tour, or if you go to a different region. So a lot of people have a North American tour. That's a leg of the tour, and then they have a European tour, and then they have Asian countries as well. So I think that's probably what they mean. Yeah.
So anybody in the audience, if you have the answer, please. And how did it get leg? I want to know what's going on. Curious mind. So I want to know what's going on.
Yes.
Thank you, Shiley.
Yes. All right. And Smith became the first major band to let fans download a full new track from the internet for free. This is something that I'm not familiar with. I was born after 1994. And so this is kind of fun news for me to hear. I don't really know when I expected that to have been the norm, like when that would have started, but 1994 seems about right.
I guess so. I still remember where's MTV? Can anyone answer questions? Where's everything? So I remember MTV and the first time it came on and the first videos, and everybody was so excited to see it. You know, run home from school, what's going on? It really was a very exciting time, and it was just this whole new thing that opened up in front of everybody. So that's what I remember about it.
Yeah.
In 1992, Michael Jackson played the first night of his Dangerous World Tour at the Olympic Stadium in Munich, Germany. The entire tour had 69 concerts, reaching about 3.9 million fans across 3 continents. Profits went to various charities, including the Heal the World Foundation, Jackson's main reason for the tour in the first place. I had no idea that that's the reason why he toured, but just imagine that many people.
Yeah, and that many ticket sales, to all of the profits going to charity. That is a really big thing, and, great thing for him to have done.
That's true. That's crazy. Have you ever seen any of the video and stuff of him performing in front of this massive amount of this sea of people?
I have not actually seen any live video from his tours, but I can imagine.
You got to check it out, girl. It's crazy. And it's just like, just imagine the wave of energy coming towards you with that many people in the audience. That's just mind blowing to me.
Yes, it is. All right. In 1987, June was a big month in 1987 for the great Whitney Houston because she became the first woman in U.S. history to enter the album chart at #1 with her self-titled album. She also became the first woman to top the singles chart with 4 consecutive singles. We've talked about Whitney Houston for the past 3 weeks. She was just on fire in 1987, and we just get to relive her history. So I'm happy to do that.
I know. You know how on YouTube I'm always surfing on there, and it popped up a suggestion, and it was the best bow ever, and it was Whitney Houston, and it was beautiful. I mean, I'll send it to you. She was so gracious and so just elegant. The way she went all the way down to the ground bowing, stayed there for like a count of 10 maybe, and then came back up and then thanked the crowd again. I was like, wow. I remember her. I remember her performances. But I didn't remember that particular thing, and it was so nice that they isolated it. And I just thought it was so cool.
That is really, really sweet. I think she was a very humble woman and just grateful for her way of life.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I heard stories about her. So, she was very cool. Very down to earth.
Yes.
Very down to earth. So in 1980, Led Zeppelin, my husband's favorite band, or one of his ultimate favorite bands of all time, Led Zeppelin played in Mess Hall, Nuremberg, Germany, on their first ever tour. On their last ever tour. The group played 3 songs before drummer John Bonham collapsed on stage, therefore canceling the remainder of the show that night. That's so sad.
Yeah, I mean, only 3 songs in, so unfortunately, people in Nuremberg, Germany that night kind of got shortchanged, but for his own health, and it's unfortunate that happened, but
just imagine the people that was there and saw it, and that's a story for the rest of their lives that you can pass on and tell their kids. A sad story, but a story nevertheless.
Yes, it is. All right, in 1970, the newly formed band Queen played their first gig at Truro City Hall in Cornwall, England. The group was billed as Smile, guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor's previous band, whose name the original gig was booked under. They also played an early version of their song Stone Cold Crazy during this gig. So, really early days for Queen, but really fun.
Yeah, definitely. So in 1968, Elvis Presley, who everyone knows is like this, he's a staple in Vegas. There's an Elvis everything in Vegas. You name it, there's an Elvis for it. Yes. So Elvis Presley appeared on the NBC television program billed as his comeback special, where he performed on a small square stage, mostly surrounded by female fans. Of course, he performed many of his early hits outfitted in black leather. I was a little girl back then, and I remember seeing him on television. I don't even know who put the show on, to be honest with you, but I do remember seeing him in this black leather outfit with pants and kind of like a biker jacket type jacket. Yeah, I was like, who is this guy? That was like the first time I really remember understanding who this person was. Before then, I guess I was just too young or whatever, but yeah, it was interesting.
Wow, that is really cool. Great memories for you.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving into Drum Talk TV related news.
Let's see what's in the news at Drum Talk TV. Yeah.
Fun new intros we've got this week as well. All right, the Drum Talk TV Brilliance Ambassadors Program. Premium members of DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com refer people with a code for them to use at sign up, and your reward is a $10 per sign up.
Hey everybody, Dan here from Drum Talk TV and Drum Talk TV Brilliance. Hey, how would you like to make bank by being a premium member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance? It's easy. Like, you're a music fan, right? That's why you joined. How many other music fans do you know? right? So what if they got a discount for joining if you referred them and you got $10 for each one you refer? I mean, you'd pretty much have to be a doofus like this to miss out on something like that, right? Because being fellow music fans, we all know fellow music fans. So go ahead, invite your friends with your own code. We'll tell you how in a minute, but that way you can enjoy things like our live stream concerts, our fan Q&As with big artists, producers, and record executives, our twice a month game shows, and other fun things in Drum Talk TV Brilliance with your friends while giving them a discounted invitation, and you make bank. So there you go. So follow the link in this post. If you're not already a premium member, become a premium member. And if you are a premium member, you'll get an email real soon to show how to get your own invite code where you can tell 2 friends and they'll tell 2 friends. Tell 20 friends. That's $200. Wait, what? You'd have to be like this to miss out on that. You're not like that, are you? Invite your friends. Let's have some fun together. Healthy escapism away from the nonsense and the drama and the craziness online on social. Join us, Drum Talk TV Brilliance. We're here for the fun of it. Oh, and at any time, you can become a premium member, refer your friends, and make some bank.
I'm just dancing away.
Yes.
So yeah, please join. You'd be surprised what you will find in the membership site. So come on and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
So yesterday we had our fan Q&A with Mick Stein and Minimum, accessible only to premium members. See, that's why you got to join. If you missed out, you can still become a premium member and check out that archived Q&A session, as well as all our other archived Q&A sessions. We've had Ruby Sarvo, Nigel Glockner, Alva Wakeman, and members of Gentle Giant, to name a few.
Great things happening over at Brilliance. So go check it out. Also over at Drum Talk TV Brilliance, we have the Steve Gadd Drumming Challenge running through June 30th. He's played with Al Di Meola, Simon and Garfunkel, Steely Dan, and more. Free members of DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com can send in 2 submissions to the Play Along challenges, and premium members can send in unlimited submissions.
Drum Talk TV Brilliance presents the Steve Gadd Drumming Challenge, running through June 2025. Play along to tracks featuring the man who's played with Al Di Meola, Simon and Garfunkel, Eric Clapton, Peter Gabriel, Steely Dan, and more. First, second, and third place winners can win a gift certificate to their favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt, picked from 36 designs, and only shipping in the US. First place will have the chance to be interviewed live on Drum Talk TV. The tracks you play along to must be the officially released versions. They will not get muted or pulled on our platform. Record your videos horizontally. Once done, submit in our membership site, which has a free tier and a premium tier. Free members can send in 2 videos, premium members can send however many they want. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on accuracy, fan praise, and sound. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment "vote" under each video they like. The judging criteria is explained further on the submissions page. Submissions open until June 30th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Go to DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com and join the fun!
Absolutely, yeah.
Only 3 more days, folks, so get those submissions in.
Please do. You know what? I don't know if anybody, breaking news. Break news. While Dan is watching the videos, I sneak and listen in on them, and they're really, really good. They're really good. I mean, everyone that submits a video, they're excellent. And in reality, it's really hard for him to judge them. I mean, it comes down to minute things because you guys are that amazing. So please, send in some more videos so I can sneak and listen some more. I'm sneaky. I am. So last Sunday, we announced the winners of the Gavin Harrison Drumming Challenge and the Physical Graffiti Drumming Challenge. You can see the winning entries over on the membership site. And tomorrow, Saturday, June 28th, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, Dan will interview Geraldo Ubida, winner of the Stuart Copeland Drumming Challenge. And it was good.
And get ready for the drumming challenges happening in July. One of them is the Joey Jordison Drumming Challenge, the late great Slipknot drummer. And we'll also be hosting the Start It Up Challenge inspired by our friends at Zespel Project. Here's a video example.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm so excited to make this announcement of a new challenge that we have. Some of you may know that in our membership site, and yes, no purchase necessary, free members can join in on this. We have drumming challenges every month, but this is a little bit different. We were inspired by a couple of videos that have a couple million I'm excited, a couple million views. And I want to show these because this new challenge is not just for drummers, but for anybody. It's called Start It Up. And it was inspired first by the video I saw by Zespel Project out of Poland, who said we can use their video. We put it on our channel, and it's already just like going viral. Then I found another one by Los Rios that's a little bit different, but the same idea. And here's how it goes. Here's Zespel Project. Check this out. They're really short. Your videos only need to be 10 to 30 seconds long. And if you want your video to go viral, these are ones that we can also post on social, but the competition is in our membership site. Here's an example. Here's Zespel Project. So many of you have probably seen that. But then we saw this and we thought, yeah, let's make it open to anybody who could emulate starting some sort of motor, a chainsaw, a lawnmower, a mini bike, anything with a ripcord, and then go into an ostinato of some sort. Here's one with a stand-up double bass. Check it.
Ay, prende esa madre. Ahí va agarrando. Déjalo.
So if you think you have the chops to get creative with something like that, we would love to see you do that. The judging criteria, wow, I don't have it in front of me. Let me see if I can remember. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you just go to the page, check it out, and that's where it is. So yeah, very excited about this. But basically, you're going to be graded on fan praise is 20% of your weight of the score. So invite your fans to check it out. Doesn't cost them anything. They just need to type vote under your video. Bring all your fans. Creativity is another one. And then the scale of, I believe, is of the ostinato. But all the information's in there. It's at www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com. There's a link in this post, or if you're seeing this promo on one of our newscasts, they will drop the link of where you can find this in the comments. Thank you so much. We'd love to see you become part of it because you can win a $125 gift certificate to your favorite music store, wherever you are in the world. Even if they don't have gift certificates, we'll load up a card for you. That's for first place. And then second place is $75. Third place is $50. And if you're a free member, you can submit 2 videos. If you're a premium member, you could submit as many as you want. So increasing your chances. Join the fun. Thanks.
Great video from Dan. Yeah. So like he said, imagine you are any motor that gets started with a ripcord, such as a lawnmower, chainsaw, mini bike, or by kickstart like a motorcycle. You get the idea. Then once the motor kicks in, you show us so with a creative ostinato. Any percussion instruments, any instruments at all are welcome.
That's going to be a lot of fun. More to peek at, so I'm looking forward to it. Shiley, did you notice that cat tail that happened to go across that video?
I did. That was very adorable.
That was our cat, Sage, and she loves, anytime she's right next to me right now. I'm hoping she doesn't jump up. But yeah, she loves to be on Zoom. She's just a little bit of a, She's the queen of the house on No Wonder.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a camera diva.
She is a diva. Absolutely. So last Tuesday, we also had a Drum Talk TV Brilliance music-themed game show. The theme was Awesome Music from 1975. And Shiley, there's also something else or somebody else that debuted in 1975. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
My son. So
That's amazing.
he was born in 1975, and his professional name is Kevon Tyree. And he performs Morris Day in the Purple Rain tribute band show on Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was so cool. And I'll give you a little behind the scenes stuff. When they called him in to audition and get the gig, they didn't know, but I knew that Morris Day was one of his fabulous, the top performers of all time for him. So by him, actually, it was like a dream come true. And he absolutely loves doing it. And he's always working on to perfect it even more. And so it's really nice. And it's a great show. So anybody that's in Vegas, Planet Hollywood, Purple Rain, the tribute to Prince. Thank you. I did a plug for my son, of course. He's my baby cake. So that's what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, so I have to do it. So this time on the game show and this time the game show was Majority Rules, where people got more points for guessing which choice the majority of players would get. Mike Janada won all 3 rounds, which was the first since we started our game shows. So he got multiple prizes, one of them being the chance to co-host a vlog with our fearless leader, Dan Cinder. Also joining us last Tuesday was Paul Rice, who won a guest VJ spot with Dan from a previous game show. Their segment aired last Sunday, where they shared their favorite 1975 albums. The next game show will be Tuesday, July 8th at 6 p.m. Pacific, and it'll be music trivia from 50s, 60s, and the 70s, American music artists of various genres. So please, guys, come on and join us. It is a lot of fun.
Yes, those game shows are a lot of fun. That one will be very fun indeed. I'm looking forward to it. All right, this past week, Dan was also joined by Dr. Janice Ying for another episode of Drumming Injury Talk, with the theme being neck pain. Dan also interviewed Russell Gilbrook, the drummer of Uriah Heep, and we've actually booked him for a Brilliance fan Q&A for premium members on August 21st, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, Stephen went live to share some Yes Shift news this week, touching on multiple prog rock topics. Today actually marks 10 years since Yes bassist Chris Squire passed away, and we'd like to remind fans to submit their Chris Squire tributes to our friend Miguel Bass over at miguelbass.com/playforchris11 by June 30th.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Sorely missed. And other passing news.
Yeah.
Lola Schifrin, I apologize. Schifrin, thank you.
Yes.
I practiced phonetically and then I still went crazy, so forgive me. Grammy-winning music composer behind Mission Impossible. Love that theme. What? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there it is. And other film scores sadly passed away. Passed away on Thursday from complications of pneumonia. He was among the first composers to incorporate a range of music styles in his film and television scores, many of which are now considered classics. In 2018, he became the third composer ever to receive an honorary Oscar for his film scores. He was 90.
Very sad to hear of his passing. A great mind in the music composing world, so he will be missed. Also in passings, singer and actor Bobby Sherman passed away on Tuesday, June 24th at the age of 81. According to Billboard, he had been battling kidney cancer, and his wife Bridget Poublon shared the news on social media. A teen idol in the late 1960s and 1970s, Sherman first rose to fame playing Jeremy Bolt on ABC television series Here Comes the Brides, before his first hit, Little Women, peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Later in life, he went on to be an EMT and trainer with LAPD, as he was a man of service, his wife wrote in her statement. He will also be missed.
Yeah, very much so. I remember, yes, I do. I used to get those teen magazines when I was really, really young. And I remember him being plastered all over that, him and David Cassidy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I looked up pictures of him from when he was younger, and he was quite the stud.
Wasn't he, though? And
Yes.
I used to buy them because the Jackson 5 used to be in there, too.
Yeah.
So they had to, I'm buying them for the Jackson 5, but of course I was exposed to both of them as well. So yeah, very, very cool and very good memories for me. Good memories.
Yes.
Patrick Walden, former baby
Shambles.
Thank you. Oh, and I wrote it out phonetically too, and I was like, "Is that right?" I practiced. Oh boy, Baby Shambles guitarist passed away on June 20th at the age of 46. I'm so sorry. That's sad.
Yeah.
The band shared the news via social media, but did not disclose the cause of death. Billboard reported that Walden joined the band in 2003 and co-wrote several songs on the band's 2005 debut album, Down in Albion. He left the band in 2005 amid struggles with drug addiction and legal issues. Walden did play with the group occasionally at select shows over the years since his departure. I'm so sorry.
Sad news there. He was far too young.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, one last passing we're going to talk, two more. Bad Company and Mott the Hoople co-founder and guitarist Mick Ralphs passed away this week at the age of 81. No official cause of death was released, according to Variety, but he had reportedly been in poor health for about a decade. His surviving bandmates, Paul Rogers and Simon Kirke, wrote heartfelt messages recalling the wonderful memories they had with Mick over the years. Rogers wrote condolences to everyone who loved him, especially his one true love, Susie.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Rebecca Del Rio, singer, songwriter behind the song Lorando from David Lynch's 2001 film Mulholland Drive, passed away in her Los Angeles home on June 23rd. No details of her death have been released. She was 53 years old. Good Lord.
Yeah. Very sad. All these passings this past week. We extend our condolences to everyone impacted by these passings.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, moving into music news. Let's lighten the mood.
Oh, that's right. Okay, according to rock celebrities in Instagram
Now let's
post.
see what's been going on this week in the music industry.
Oh,
Fun music comes in.
where did you come from? Oh, hello, Dan. What? He sneaks in too.
Yes, apparently so.
Okay, according to rock celebrities, an Instagram post from the Foo Fighters celebrating the 30th anniversary of the song I'll Stick Around has sparked speculation among fans about the potential return of original drummer William Goldsmith. The speculation seems to be tied to recent changes in the band, with drummer Josh Freese exiting the group. Goldsmith's band, Sunny Day Real Estate, hilarious, has also been on tour this year, having just wrapped up the first leg before resting and preparing for the next leg starting in September.
All right. According to Billboard, they reported that Dolly Parton announced this week that she would play a 6-show residency in Las Vegas. Tickets went on sale on Wednesday, June 25th on Ticketmaster. She will be playing at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace. The This marks her first extended run in Las Vegas since a brief stint in the 1990s, and she will reportedly play classic Dolly songs like 9 to 5, Jolene, I Will Always Love You, and Coat of Many Colors. The VIP package will include a photo opportunity with Parton, an onstage tour, access to the singer's Rhinestone Lounge, a deluxe gift set, and more. So if you guys are interested in that, go get tickets. That sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
I think so too. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I've not. That's one of the cities I've not been to. I would love to go and see it.
Well, before you go, please let us know so we can hook you up, girl, because
Okay, sounds good.
There's certain things that you should know how to do Vegas right. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And Caesar's Palace is absolutely beautiful, and that arena, let's say arena, that showroom, that's it, it's called. The showroom is beautiful. I've been there, of course, several times. We lived there for many years, and it's a really pretty place. So you guys will enjoy, and guys, enjoy Dolly Parton. She puts on a great show.
Yes, of course.
Peter Townsend of The Who has spoken up about Zach Starkey's exit from the group earlier this year, saying it's been a mess. In reporting from Far Out magazine, he said, I couldn't see anything wrong. What you see is a band who hasn't played together for a long time. But I think it was probably to do with sound. Townsend is reluctant to speak for Roger Daltrey as Starkey's exit as Starkey's exit was a decision Townsend and Daltrey tried to make together before the situation, quote unquote, got out of hand. The Who kicks off their farewell tour in August.
Yes, lots of Zach Starkey news, and unfortunately that's been a mess, but hopefully the Who's tour goes well in August.
I hope so too.
Yeah. According to reporting from the BBC, Lionel Duke, drummer of the musical group The Christians, suffered a heart attack on stage during the On the Waterfront Festival on Sunday, June 22nd.
Wow.
The group was supporting Sting at the festival in Liverpool when Duke fell ill just after 2 songs. According to the group's manager, Duke had been put into an induced coma after having an operation. The band asked fans to please send positive vibes his way while praising the team of medics that helped him right away. We do hope he makes a swift recovery.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I can imagine all that playing and the heat just can induce a lot of issues for someone. So I hope he's okay.
Me too. And just another, please stay hydrated, everybody, especially when it's hot.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how that can affect you in so many different ways.
Yes.
So please. According to Parade, the Smiths' former frontman, Morrissey, has canceled his upcoming concert in Stockholm, Sweden, citing several severe exhaustion of the band and a lack of support from the music industry. Morrissey is currently on tour in the UK and Europe, scheduled to play a show in June 23rd in Stockholm, but canceled that appearance. He said in a statement, quote, "No label will release our music, no radio will play our music, and yet our ticket sales are sensational. What does that tell you about the state of art in 2025? The band will perform in Berlin on June 27th. And Shaylee, isn't that a good question for everybody and music fans alike? What does that mean? So what's going on that their music isn't being supported the way it should be for other people to hear it?
Yeah, I honestly don't have an answer for that. I don't know if any one person does, but it is unfortunate that they had to cancel that appearance and that they won't be able to be back in the Scandinavian countries at any point. So hopefully their show can continue in Germany on the 27th, today actually. So
yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Guys, get out there and do some more supporting. We need to support.
Yeah. All right. On June 22nd, Green Day's frontman Billy Joe Armstrong paused the band's set during the Hurricane Festival in Germany to call out a fan. Billboard reported that during the call and response portion of Jesus of Suburbia, Armstrong seemed to flip a fan off before dropping his microphone and having intense words with them. The incident was recorded by fans and posted to social media, where commenters claimed that the fan was shooting water at the frontman with a water gun. I do kind of wonder where security was and how long that had been going on, but clearly Armstrong was quite upset with that, as anyone would be, and told the fan off, as they should have been. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
What would possess someone to do something like that?
I don't know. Sometimes weird things go through people's minds when they're close to celebrities, I think. So that was
Yeah.
unfortunate, and I hope that security got that handled for him.
Oh my goodness. I have to tell you just a crazy story.
Yeah.
So when Jen and I lived in Vegas,
Mhm.
and full disclosure, a lot of the people that he introduced me to, I had no idea. I really did not.
Yeah.
And that it turned out to be a good thing. So he would say, "Oh, so and so's band is playing in town. Do you mind if they come to dinner?" I was like, "Okay, sure." I didn't know who they were. So they come in the house, and I'm like, "Okay, to find out what they like." I'm cooking and having a good old time, and they're talking and everything, and then they leave. And I was like, "Okay, so who was that?"
Yeah.
Then I found that it's this big person, that big person. But the thing that I love the most is because I met them that way, so I didn't get starstruck.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So
Yeah.
now they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Now it's just that for me. And I think in a way maybe that they appreciate that.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they're human beings. They should be treated as such. So yeah.
Not, "Oh my goodness, I need your photograph," Oh my, it's nothing like that. Say, "Hey man, what's going on?" And so when I see them, that's our communication, and I'm really glad it turned out that way. So, but just
Yeah.
a lot of people came through our doorway. A lot of people. Really,
Yeah.
It was very cool. It was very cool.
That is
And,
cool.
and someone loves my cornbread. That's all I got to say. Okay. Anyway. So Brett Hines, the former guitarist of Mastodon, took to Instagram this week with some choice words for his former bandmates following his recent departure from the band. You know what? I read this already, and I crack up reading this again.
Yeah.
These people they're like, "Listen, I'm just going to tell you how I really feel." So, in reporting from Parade, Hines commented on a recent post from Mastodon celebrating the 11th anniversary of their album Once More Around the Sun. A fan had commented, "Halloween is definitely my number one track on this record. Definitely gonna miss B," Hines thought. To which Hines replied, "I won't miss being in this expletive." And then back in my day, we called it blankety blank. This blankety blank band with horrible humans. Oh my goodness. The fan expressed excitement to see what Hines would come up with next. And with his exit from Mastodon, there will be a new album in the works with his other band, Fiend Without a Face. Okay, here we go. So, I don't know, Shelly, do you know, has Dan ever shared some of his crazy band names with you?
No, he hasn't.
That man is absolutely nuts. So, I'm walking around, minding my own business. Hello, chewing a piece of bubblegum, doing my thing. And then all of a sudden, hey, I got this crazy band name. And that's his hobby. He comes up with crazy band names, and he'll just list them, and then he'll read them off to me. And most of the time, some of them are not good for children, as we should understand. But the ones that I can share, I'll share, if it's okay, I'll share a couple of my favorites.
Yeah.
Cool? Okay, good. So let's see. It is, let me see, Full Disclosure, Plumbing Disaster,
Okay.
and my all-time favorite, Algebra is a Scam.
That was amazing. That just has Dan's personality written all over it.
All over it. But Algebra is a Scam. I said, it is a scam.
Yeah.
How do I use it? I don't.
Yeah. That's
So
really cool.
Yeah. So good. I'm glad you have to be there. But he's not.
Yes.
He is a nuts man. Okay, good.
All right, in 2022, Foreigner announced their retirement and farewell tour, but now, 3 years later, the band is moving in a new direction. According to reporting from Ultimate Classic Rock, the band's decision to retire was primarily due to lead singer Kelly Hansen's decision to step away and spend more time with his family. However, during a recent tour in Latin America, multi-instrumentalist Luis Maldonado stepped in when Hansen couldn't accompany the band. Now, Maldonado will be the band's new frontman with support from former members Mick Jones and Lou Graham, both of whom supported the band's continuation in their absence. So exciting news and an exciting day for Foreigner fans. They will not be retiring. They will be continuing on with new music with a new frontman. So
Very cool, very cool. And I'm so grateful that from Vegas, you see all these people in person. And the recordings are great, but that live music experience, you know, it's something that everyone should experience. So go out there and support your favorite people. It's important. So Derek Schulman, whom we've had on before for Drum Talk TV Brilliance, has a new memoir titled Giant Steps, releasing on October 7th. It touches on his beginnings, his career in prog rock band Gentle Giant in the 1970s, and his record executive career, during which he signed Bon Jovi, Dream Theater, and Slipknot, and helped revitalize the careers of legends such as AC/DC and Bad Company. And what a nice guy! What a nice, so down to earth. Oh my goodness, he was so cool. And the people that chimed in and was asking questions, so patient, so nice, so knowledgeable. It was really interesting to see someone talk about both sides of the music industry. It was very cool.
That is cool. So yeah, be on the lookout for that book titled. Yeah, that'll be really fun. Alrighty. So that wraps up our music news for the week. Enja just wants to remind you of a couple things, and I do too.
You got it. So remember to enter your submissions for the Steve Gadd Drumming Challenge, running through June 30th. They only got a couple of more days, guys, ladies. Let's do it. Free members of Drum Talk TV Brilliance.
Hey, hang on. Sorry. There are a couple other news items that just came in, so I figure I'd jump in and add them onto here. So one of them, so over on MSN, we found a report saying Wolfgang Van Halen announced that he's had to drop out of the concert featuring Black Sabbath's final show that features various bands, and that this is due to schedule conflicts. And he's shared that his band Mammoth has to be back in the US the next day to rehearse as a support act for Creed on tour. And there's also a false story floating around elsewhere saying that Ozzy has backed out of the show. So people be wary of reporting that's out there. Yeah. And this other item, this is something I'll talk about later on a Yes Shift News Desk report more in depth, but it's just been announced today that the late Yes drummer Alan White's 1976 solo album Ramshackled has a remastered and expanded CD edition releasing September 25th, 2025. It is newly remastered from the original tapes and featuring guest appearances from Steve Howe and John Anderson. It includes 2 bonus single versions on the CD for the first time, plus restored artwork, an illustrated booklet, and new liner notes. So yeah, those are the things that I just found. I just wanted to make sure we're in this before we signed off.
Good. And that is so awesome to hear that they're doing that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
I apologize. When is it going to be released again?
What, the Alan White CD?
Yes.
September 25th.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like I know what I'm getting your father for our anniversary, because he would be overjoyed to hear about that.
Yeah, he will. Yeah. And so I'll just go ahead and let you wrap up. But yeah. Oh, I also want to comment on Rebecca Del Rio. Her singing for Llorando from that movie Mulholland Drive. It's such a hauntingly beautiful scene. I just want to throw that in there. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you did because that movie was really, really good. But what year was that out again? Because it was so. I don't know if a lot of people remember or have been exposed.
That was 2001, I think.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I like the way they shot it too. It was really pretty.
Yeah. All right. So let y'all wrap this up now.
Okay, thanks,
Thanks,
Steve.
Steve.
That was cool. Special guest.
Yes. That is fun, you know. Breaking news, you got to report it. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start from the top if that's okay, Shelley.
Go ahead.
Okay, so remember to enter your submissions for the Steve Gadd Drumming Challenge, running through June 30th. Free members of the Drum Talk TV Brilliance can submit 2 videos, but if you're a premium member, you can submit as many as you like. So become a premium member, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Then gear up for July's drumming challenge to Joey Jordanson's song and the Start Up Challenge, which we saw a video of earlier.
Yes, so keep an eye out for those. Also, keep an eye out for our next game night on Tuesday, July 8th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Brush up on your music trivia from American artists from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So,
Absolutely. And you know, Shiley, I do my best. Everyone thinks I lose on purpose when we're doing those games. No, I'm not.
yeah.
I'm doing my best to win. And oh boy, do I suck. It's terrible. Even genres that I'm supposed to know, I'm like, yeah, baby. And the next thing I go, boom.
Yeah.
Which means anybody can win. So yeah, please join us. It is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Looking forward to it. Well, thank you, Anja, for joining us for this week's News Desk Report. And maybe we'll see you a little bit in the future. That'll be fun to host with you again. So,
you know, I would love it. I would love it. So I get a chance to just spend some more time with you, Shiley. We don't get a chance to talk as much.
No, we don't. I'm glad we had this time. So thanks, folks, for watching us. And remember, comment where you're from and your answers to and comments to any of the news that we reported. So happy Friday, everyone. Thanks.
Happy Friday. Bye.
Bye.